We're back. Home base. NFL Sunday. Week 11. I'm not alone. I'm joined by my dad, Roy. Welcome home. Play a little something. Those summer nights are coming, stone in love. Ba-da-ba. Yes, indeed. It is week 11.
Morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, we'll be here all night.
What up? What up? What up? This is Triple B Hot Takes. Welcome to NFL Sunday, Week 11.
It is here.
It's cruising along. We're in
Holy
week
moly.
ones, baby. Week ones. We got some great fantasy picks, followed by some triple threat, followed by the Packer pick, fresh off a bye week. We play the Chicago Bears today at Soldier Field.
The best.
Going to be a great day of fantasy football. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We love you. Welcome home, Roy. We haven't been in the home studio in 3 weeks.
Oh my gosh,
2 weeks.
It's been a
bit.
Been a bit, yeah.
Very comfortable here. Feels good to be back. The journey has been awesome, but now
Traveling man.
we're home. Been traveling.
Man.
Shout out Montana, shout out Briggs, shout out Grizz, Jizz for Grizz. Okay,
From the tummy
so
of the grizzly bear.
we love you guys. Okay, first and foremost, fantasy picks. That's how we're going to start. That's how we always start. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's get sweaty. As always, what do we start with?
QBs!
QBs! Right at the top, Josh Allen. In Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes.
Mahome.
Game number 8. This is the 8th time playoffs and regular season that they're playing each other. In the playoffs, Patrick Mahomes is undefeated against Josh Allen. However, during the regular season, Josh Allen is 3-1 versus Patty Mahomes. Take that for however you want it. But they play today. It's going to be a clash. I like Josh Allen as my numero uno fantasy QB today. Sleeper at QB. His favorite quarterback in the league right now.
By far.
Jameis Crablegs Winston. Yes, it is a revenge game for Jameis Winston. He goes back to New Orleans to face his former team, the Saints. He's on Cleveland now. Jameis Winston is going to have a day. He is my sleeper, and he is in my lineup. Jameis Winston eating dubs. All day. Dad, QB.
Standing on a table with his wanger out. What a piece of work that guy is. Hey, at QB this week,
QB.
he is my fire play.
Whoa.
He has come to ball. He has proven that he's back. Russell Wilson going up against Baltimore. He's $5,900 in DraftKings. And let me tell you something Baltimore is a run-first, pass funneling defense.
Tell me!
And their D-backs, not so good. Not
No.
so good. Kyle Hamilton's dinged up. I'm not sure he's playing today. They said he may be back, but I'll tell you, Russ is balling.
Yeah.
For the last in the last 3 weeks, he's thrown at least 2 touchdowns per game. I expect a big day out of Russ going up against Baltimore today. And by the way, the statistics on Baltimore playing Pittsburgh are not good. Lamar has only beaten the Steelers once in the last 6 outings. So, Russell Wilson.
Okay, running backs. Welcome back. Christian McCaffrey. Going to be at the number 1 spot. This is going to be, if all goes well today, this will be the last time I throw him in because he's going to go back into his usual. He's always number 1, and I'm going to pick other people. But since this is only week 2 that he's back, Christian McCaffrey, number 1 running back versus Seattle.
Spicy expensive.
Bijan Robinson, $8,300 in DraftKings. Yikes. Bijan Robinson, little cheaper, $7,800. This guy doesn't believe, but in the last 7 weeks, he scored over 20 points, and in the last 2 weeks, he scored over 30.
All right.
So, if you don't believe, well, that's on you.
I guess.
At Denver today, Bijan, my sleepers. I actually have both these running backs playing in my lineup today. I like them both. I don't think they're that sleepy, but they're a hell of a deal. Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco.
I like that.
Back off IR, not playing today.
Not playing.
Kareem Hunt, $6,700.
He ain't ready.
At Buffalo, aforementioned. In Buffalo, huge game. Kareem Hunt is going to be expected to do a lot. I like him. David Montgomery is my second sleeper. Love this play. Detroit's got a sleepy game against Jacksonville at home. David Montgomery is going to get a lot of carries today because I assume the Lions are going to be playing this game from ahead. And if they have to choose between Gibbs or Montgomery, I think they're going to run Montgomery like a freight train because that's just what I feel. $6,500 for Montgomery. Love that play. I have Kareem and David in my lineups. Spicy. Dad, RB.
Hey, not far off of you. My take a pick here.
Horny.
Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery today going up against Jacksonville. Jeepers, balls. Can you get a worse football team? I don't know what's going on down there right now. Well, I guess there are. Like the Jets are pretty dysfunctional. The Giants are pretty dysfunctional. The list goes on. Anyway, take your pick. Jags D is 30th against the run and 31st overall or 32nd, dead last in giving touchdowns to running backs. So Jahmyr Gibbs or David Montgomery. Jahmyr Gibbs, $7,300. David Montgomery, $65.
Love that. Wide receivers right at the top. Numero uno. Fire play of the week. Boink, boink. 14 targets last week. The only reason that his fantasy average has been bad since he has came back is because he punched a dude in the face and got ejected. Puka Nacua at New England.
What the hell,
$7,300.
I like the fire.
Fire play of the week. Puka Nacua. Get him in your lineup. Right behind him, Simmery. So close to being the fire, but he is simmering. George Pickens. Aforementioned, Russell Wilson. Got to have a heyday. Who's his number one target? George Pickens. Who sucks at covering the pass? Baltimore. At home, Pittsburgh. George Pickens is going to have a heyday. Cortland Sutton is my number 3 wide receiver. Cortland Sutton going against Atlanta. At home in Denver, $5,900 for Cortland Sutton. I like that play. Sleepers. Wide receivers. Wide receiver has the fire play. Wide receiver has the sleeper of the week. I got him circled. Cedric Tillman.
Oh.
Famous Jameis has got to throw to somebody. This guy is averaging 20 points a week. Fantasy. Cedric Tillman, sleeper of the week. Jameis, Cedric, stack, and Ricky Pearsall is right underneath Cedric for my second sleeper. Ricky Pearsall is $4,900 for a hell of a wideout. He got shot in the chest and now is back scoring touchdowns. What a story. Versus Seattle at home, Diners. Love Ricky Pearsall this week. Dad, wide receivers.
Yeah. I just looked something up because I had a little thought here. Anyway, yes. $7,000. George Pickens is my wide receiver fire play today, stacking him with Russ. Again, since Russ took over the last 3 games here, George Pickens has been 14 for 21 for 276 and 2. He has a great presence with Russell Wilson right now. He made a couple great grabs last week. I think they light it up today against Baltimore's terrible defense.
Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Not yesterday.
Today. My sleeper of the week. Former Packer, former Bear, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, $4,400 playing for New Orleans. He balled out last week, made some great grabs on some deep balls. He could be a spicy pick today. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Tight ends, Tucker Kraft, $4,400 against Chicago. Chicago actually has a pretty stout defense, and their strength comes in their defensive backfield. What does that mean, you ask? That means that Jordan Love will throw to Kraft often because I am guessing the wide receivers are going to be covered. Tucker Kraft is going to be open. Chicago ranks 19th, actually, against opposing tight ends, which is kind of right in the middle of the pack, and they rank second
no pun intended.
In terms of wide receivers. So, a little loose in the tight end category if you like Tucker Kraft. However, I'm playing this guy, Dawson Knox.
Yes.
Dalton Kincaid has been ruled out.
Yep.
Dawson Knox is in. He already has been heavily involved in the offense, blocking-wise, not getting a lot of looks passing. Dalton Kincaid has taken that from him. However, without Dalton Kincaid today, against the Chiefs in a hammer-down game, I would expect Dawson Knox to have at least 10 points, maybe even strive for 20. Who knows? $3,500 for a number 1 tight end, in my opinion, this week. Dawson Knox, get him in your lineup. Get him in your lineup. Get him in your lineup. Dad, I'm guessing you have the same.
I
Tight end.
do have the same in the sense that I have Tucker Kraft as my fire play tight end of the week going up against the Bears.
So you were on that.
$4,400.
So you were thinking too.
I was thinking too, and I do like Dawson Knox. That was another one that we mentioned in the pregame meeting that we had here. Yeah, very horny. The Bears are susceptible at one spot, and that is against the tight end. And as he mentioned, they're a good D, and Jordan Love is going to have to check down, and I think the tight end's where he's going to have to check down to. And if LaDouche has any clue, he's going to use his tight end this week and not try to throw the ball downfield against the Bears defense. All right, I'm off my soapbox.
Wow, and my big, old, hairy, scary D. Cue it. The LA Rams going against New England's offense. I think it is a must-win game for the Rams. I expect them to come out and slap New England. New England
must-win game for them. Must-win.
New England is coming off a pretty easy win against Chicago. I think they're feeling good. They're feeling funky. They're feeling fresh. The Rams are going to smack them. Sorry, Briggs, I don't like the Rams, but I like their defense today. Oh, blank. Dad. Big old Harry. Who do you got?
Big old Harry Scary D. I have the Finns.
Wow.
Playing the
pretty good last week.
Vegas Raiders.
Looked good last week.
They did look good last week. Their defense played really, really well last week. They're $3,000 in DraftKings. The Finns are going to walk all over Vegas, and their D is going to have a wonderful day.
Okay. Well, with that being said, it is time for the next segment. Triple Threat Picks! Triple Threat Picks! Boom! Okay. I am 19-11. 19-8 last week. I lost all three. Not great. Not great. It was the flight. My head wasn't right. Stuff was off. Whatever. 19-11. Roy is 14-16. Still trying to climb the mountain. Hey, a lot of year left. A lot of year left. Well, that brings us to game number 1. We have the Atlanta Falcons headed to Denver to face the Broncos. The Broncos are favored at home. -1.5. Falcons plus 1.5. Over-under is 45. I am taking the Falcons in this one. I believe in Kirk. I believe in the Falcons. I believe in Bijan. I don't think the Broncos are as good as advertised, but they have a good defense. Stuff, but I'm taking Atlanta in a close one.
Interesting.
Not so fast.
Not so fast. Denver's D has been really playing well. I like them at home. I like Bo Nix. I like Cortland Sutton. I'm going Broncos over the Atlanta Falcons.
Love that. Game 2, huge game. Probably the biggest game of the week. Everybody's talking about it. We're talking about it. Enough talk. Once 330 hits and that ball is kicked in that weird formation that the NFL thinks is a good idea, but it's not.
Stupid.
We get to watch the 8th edition of Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen. The Chiefs are headed to Buffalo. Buffalo is favored at home by half a point less than a field goal. -2.5. Chiefs plus 2.5. Over-under is 46. Very low over-under in my opinion. I'm taking Buffalo at home. 3-1 in the regular season. Josh Allen against the Chiefs. This is his time to shine. About to be 4-1 against Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, so they can lose to them in the playoffs later.
The Bills. They ball during the regular season, and then they can't find the ball in the postseason. Don't know what goes on there, why that happens.
Who knows what goes on
but
there?
I do love Josh Allen. And I listen to a lot of NFL radio this week.
So much.
And so much of it that all I hear all week is game of the week, game of the week, game of the week. This is going to be close. It's going to be decided by a kick. It's going to be decided by a field goal. It's going to be decided by a blocked field goal like last week. It's going to be a 3-point game. Not so fast. Bills step on the Chiefs' throat and win big in Buffalo today.
Wow. Okay. We finished today after so much football, so much fun, so much fantasy with a banger. The Cincinnati Bengals, in a desperate win, are headed to LA to face the Chargers and a hot Chargers team that is tough.
Yes.
Jim Harbaugh has those boys believing over there.
He does.
I like his energy. I like his vibe. Bengals plus 1.5. Chargers minus 1.5. Very tight spreads in these selections this week. Got to take Joey B and the Bengals. I believe that this is a must-win. I don't see the Chargers being able to contain their offense, even though they have a good defense, the Chargers. Joey B and Jamar have my heart. I believe in them. Over-under is 48. I think they go over that. No, actually, I think they stay under that in a tough one. Bengals, give me the Bengals.
We're aligned. The stars are aligned again. I have the Bengals. Joey B just too tough right now. He is really playing at a premium level. Jamar Chase at a premium level.
And their defense is not.
Their defense is not. However, it becomes a shootout. And I think in a shootout, I like the Bengals to be able to put more points on the board than the Chargers.
Okay. Upset of the week. I am 2-8. Not good. At all. But both wins are the Patriots. And I was going to take the Patriots again today. I don't believe in the Patriots today. I am going with my gut. We are both on the same page here. Roy is 3-7.
3-7.
3-7, 2-8. Okay. I
still not great.
Believe in the stat that he threw out about Lamar Jackson in Pittsburgh. Russ, the defense, the fans. Give me Pittsburgh. I have a feeling. Give me Pittsburgh. I have a feeling. Give me Pittsburgh. I have a feeling. Against the Ravens. Upset of the week.
I have a feeling. Give me Pittsburgh. I have a feeling. Give me Pittsburgh. I have a feeling. Give me the Steelers.
Okay. Upset of the week. We're on the same page. That's bad for you. That is bad.
That's bad for me. Last time we did this, I lost it. Before we get into the Packer prediction, last week he was on the road, traveling, having a great time out in Montana with Briggs, and I let something slip. I forgot it was Veterans Day on Monday, and I wore my salute to service gear here today because I want to give a tribute and a thank you out to all the veterans, all the current active military members, and all the veterans, including my father, who served for 30 plus years in the military. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for the freedom that we enjoy in this country today. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have it. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, vets. We appreciate you. Okay, last segment, our favorite segment, the best segment. That G plays this week. After a bye week, we're back. We are going to Soldier Field, where the Bears still suck. Caleb Williams sucks. Their coaching, terrible. They have no idea how to run an organization, as far as I'm concerned. Packers easily take care of business in Soldier Field. It's going to be tough at first, but we're going to pull away. Our defense isn't going to allow a point. 24-0, Packers today. Who you got?
Still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They really, 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 really got a little girl at the quarterback position, and they suck. I have the Packers playing down like we always freaking do.
To your second favorite team.
To the Bears. To my second favorite team. Packers 13. Bears 10. Don't think we're going to put points up against them. Their D's too tough, and we play down. I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, it's good to be back in the home studio. Thank you for joining us today on this beautiful Sunday. Without further ado, grab a beer, spread some cheer, and have yourself a fantastic day of football, fun, and friends.
Triple B Hot Takes.